Oh my goodness. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday, December 10th, 2024. I am joined by Whiskers right there below and Mr. Jude Tenuta, who is guest hosting with us yesterday and today. Autobot
Hello,
Owl
hello.
on with us tomorrow. And your boy Dennis it's Tuesday night trivia night. So he's going to be a little late. And
usually sloshed.
And he's usually exactly. And they win. I don't know how they do it, but they do.
Good for them.
So I want to start the show by saying it was a horrible show, and I don't know why we do this anymore. And
like and subscribe. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, I don't know why we do this anymore. Judy was just saying to me, "Oh my god, it must be exhausting to do this show. Like I can't even imagine listening to all 3 hours every single day."
It is literally Groundhog's Day in the worst possible way. Every single show.
But somehow worse. Because there's no point. I mean, you were just telling me about landing the friggin' plane because I was talking about something before we came on air.
Land the plane, Mo.
And Howard never lands the plane. Like Howard.
Oh no.
Never lands the plane. He talks about what he's going to get to in the morning, and he never gets to it during the day. And it's
imagine a football game where they do the kickoff, and on the very first play, the team goes into victory formation, takes a knee, and starts chewing up the clock. That is the show.
Chewing up the clock. Yes, chewing up.
There's no other way you can put it.
Judy, did you listen to it today? I saw you in the chat for a little bit, but do you actually listen to it ever?
No, not anymore.
Mr. Judy's like, I'd rather. I got more important things to do, like punch myself in the face.
Yeah,
to listen to the show.
Remember back in the Stone Age, the Howard Stern show would be on 5 days a week, and we would beg for it to be extended.
My God!
Do you remember how cool it was when he would go past the news and you would look? It's past noon and shit, and you're like, oh my God, this is awesome. Yeah. We get bonus Stern. Now it's like
Gilbert was being incredible or whatever. Yeah,
bingo, exactly. Usually when Gilbert was on.
That was the beauty. But alas, we are in that stage where, all we're basically wondering is whether or not he's going to re-sign or resign. I mean,
and the plot thickens today.
Oh my God, does it ever?
And if the show is now like 1 day a month, it would still be a chore, right?
Yeah,
it would, because I'd be like, I scheduled Tuesday to go,
Hey Mo, I need to say something.
Yes.
Your whip is so cold.
Oh, fuck. I already forgot what I was supposed to say back to that.
This whole thing.
That's how I do? No.
No. Shh. This whole thing. See, and I bet Mr. Judy gets the reference too.
I doubt it.
No.
Thank you.
Is it? Wait, give me a clue.
Not a Jay-Z guy.
Say it again now.
Oh, your whip's so cold. This whole thing.
I don't know it. I don't.
From Jay-Z.
Yeah, I'm not hip to the
to the blueprint
that you are so fond of. I have a good memory for stupid things like words and places, but pop culture, you're the king. I can't compete.
Is JC your favorite X?
No, I don't necessarily have a favorite, but I definitely enjoy him. And it was funny. Mo and I were talking about the big things going on with the accusation against him, and I said, hey, I guess he's got no problems. But he has no problems, but a bitch is one.
That is true. Can I get a what? Thought about Al. Yeah.
Let's not do what. Let's not demean ourselves. Come on.
Okay, but let's talk about the news today. So the news from the Hollywood Reporter today was quite delicious, and I'd like for you guys to look at it with us so that we can talk about it just a little bit before we start the show. And to be quite fair, it's a horrible show, so you're not missing anything by it not being the thing we start with. Let's be honest.
Are you saying we're not missing the nuances of genius? Is that what you're saying?
going to shove my glasses on so that I can read to you what's going on, and then we can talk about it afterwards, okay? SiriusXM shakeup, $200 million in cost cuts, pivot away from streaming. Now, they talk about cost cuts as if they didn't just give that Call Your Daddy girl $70 million and Speechless or whatever it's called, another like $100 million, and Howard with $100 million. And it's like, they're like a bunch of drunken soldiers. The company will also move its marketing and other resources away from, quote, high cost, high churn audiences in streaming.
Wait. What does that mean? What is high churn
yeah.
audience?
I gotta read on. SiriusXM has
confused.
a new chief operating officer who's actually going to report to Jennifer Witz and laid out a new strategic vision that includes a greater focus on cost efficiencies and on its car subscription business. Isn't that what they base their entire premise on? How are you making a greater focus on car subscription?
Literally,
That's
for the first 9/10 of their business model, essentially has been getting people to buy into the free car subscriptions.
That's right. After the 6 months or whatever, 3 months or whatever.
Exactly.
The company will target an initial incremental $200 million of annualized savings as it exits 2025. And let's all harken back to Jonathan Blitz saying last week, I will definitely have a job at Sirius once Howard is.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure they need someone to clean the building.
Sure. According to a press release Tuesday, after delivering about $350 million of run rate savings in 2023. I might need Rupert Pupkin to come in here and help explain this to us.
We need a financial wizard to explain this to us.
This effort comes as the satellite radio giant faces, quote, marketplace headwinds. Who didn't see that writing on the wall? We've been talking about this for years.
Well, we've been speculating the whole thing is just like a Ponzi scheme or something.
Ponzi scheme. At SiriusXM, we are focusing on the strengths that set us apart, including our strong core subscriber base, our unique position in vehicle, and our unrivaled curated content, and taking steps to drive profitability and cash flow as we face marketplace headwinds impacting the company's growth trajectory.
Pseudo bullshit speak.
Such bullshit. Such bullshit.
AKA running daddy's credit card up a few billion.
Exactly.
They literally last week just launched another satellite.
Did they?
With SpaceX. And then I was thinking, can they really afford this at this point?
Yeah, it seems like every 2 weeks they're doing a freaking new.
Why do they need it? Why?
I don't know.
We have a clear path forward, and we are confident we can deliver for our stockholders.
It used to be the thing about having SiriusXM is that it drives to San Diego to Las Vegas without changing a channel. Now I don't need that because I have 5G. I don't need that.
Everybody doesn't need it. Wayne D. Thorson you know what? By the way, as I'm reading this, literally as I'm reading this here, in the business section, we all saw this one, Howard's End, How Will SiriusXM Survive After Stern? But on the other side of that, podcaster Mel Robbins strikes multi-year deal with SiriusXM, plans new show exclusive.
Who?
How much is? Who the frig knows?
No, yeah, that's a.
Let's see who she is and how much is she getting. Who even knows? But there they are cutting.
This person contract. You guys should get a contract.
Cutting deals, right?
We'd be the only talent that's getting paid $10 in super chats a week to be on Sirius.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't talk about my vagina and what's going on in my love life and how my
for some of these contracts, I'll talk about my vagina. No problem.
You'll get a nice office though on Park Avenue or whatever.
Exactly. I mean, I'm still debating that OnlyFans for my feet, but okay. The company will also move its marketing and other resources away from, quote, high cost, high churn audience in streaming to its, quote, core revenue generating segments, namely its in-car subscribers. As 90% of SiriusXM subscribers have the service embedded in-car today, the company is focusing its resources on increasing retention. That's what they don't have. And capturing additional growth opportunities within this valuable segment that underpins its scaled subscriber base, the press release states. This comes after the company launched a streaming app in December, which sucked, right? For listening in and outside of the car in what was seen as a service to rival Spotify. While SiriusXM appears to be moving away from some aspects of that plan. Huge promotion, right? That was a huge
new,
Just-
new logo.
Just out,
everything. Yeah.
just out of curiosity, because I'm kind of an idiot.
Yeah.
So it seems to me that moving forward, every single entertainment model will have something to do with streaming, because that is basically how consumers digest content now.
Period.
What is this idea of moving away from that? To
Well,
what are they doing now? They're gonna focus on artist interpretation? What the fuck? It makes no sense.
After the company launched a streaming application, company said will continue to highlight the value-added benefits of the app to its core subscribers and will utilize it or automated distribution where beneficial, such as in the 2024 Tesla holiday update. Let me just finish the thing so we can talk.
Yeah, by all means, go ahead.
Okay. Joseph Inzarello has stepped down from his role as Chief Product and Technology Officer effective immediately to pursue other opportunities, aka they let him go. Despite the targeted savings, the company said it will still be committed to investing in content, particularly in its human curated and hosted music channels. Nobody needs a human.
Seriously,
Nobody
honestly, could I be honest? This sounds like a kid in high school that has a book report due that didn't read the book. It is all someone talking out of their ass, because none of this verbiage makes any sense whatsoever.
the walls are closing in. That's
Dude.
really...
Honestly,
You're in trouble.
why didn't I admit? Hey, listen. Well, Howard got us on the map. That is now passé. Let's say thank you, move on, and go after real audiences. Like right now, their audiences are truckers, the ones that are going from Jackson Hole, Wyoming to Dallas. You know,
I mean,
it's a shrinking pool. It's a shrinking pool.
And I will tell you that, with any car, all of a sudden there's that SiriusXM free for 6 months, and I never use it. Like I've never used it. It's of no use to me whatsoever.
No, because it's a diluted product that you get.
Yes,
and not only that, that's foolish in that if you want to give a customer a limited access to your product, you think you would give them access to all the bells and whistles, knowing that it's not really you're just broadcasting it. It doesn't cost you a dime, whether one person or 1,000 person are listening to that broadcast, because it is going out and bouncing off a satellite and going back to Earth.
He literally had like 15 or 20 minutes worth of commercials today. And
exactly.
Double paywall. So what?
That's the whole point. That's the whole point. Why are you paywalling anything, especially for someone who has a 90-day subscription?
Yeah.
Don't you want to give the best you got, so they go, I don't want to miss that.
That's right. Give them everything. Give them everything.
Like you were saying, this is like 2024. Somebody going, "Mom, I bought a VCR." You know, this is over.
Yeah, it's antiquated. Absolutely right.
But have we not been saying that for years?
The real question, Mr. Judy,
yeah,
VHS or beta?
But VHS tapes are making a comeback. They're like collector's items.
Are they really?
Yeah. So there's actually some movies that you can't see anywhere else now. You know,
I literally have a VHS player in my garage somewhere. That it's like the thought of plugging it in is like makes my heart hurt.
Well, it's kind of like when I found those like 6 iPods that I had from like every single year. You had to upgrade it to have like more RAM and whatever, or more gigabytes. And I was able to charge one. And of course I had to get like a plug-in like headphone. And yeah, it still works great. I couldn't even believe
the battery stays.
No, probably. I think the body probably like 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
I have like the classic white one with the
same
the squirrel, the wheel thing, and you plug it in, it only works while it's plugged in.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
These might all be worth something one day as like relics, you know.
That's funny.
Exactly.
I that's how that used to be my mindset, and then I realized, holy shit, I'm one of those hoarders. Yeah.
But certain things,
We all are.
I mean, we
Yes.
threw away phones, but we kept iPods. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Although I do think I have like an old iPhone as well. But maybe
Might
one
be
day,
worth something.
zombie apocalypse, the 2G is what'll work, and the 5G.
2G. There you go. That's you bank on that, sister.
Yeah, I won't have a charger, but that's okay. All right, so let's move on. So yeah, so this is the sad state of affairs at SiriusXM. And it'll kind of lead into our discussion today, which I am going to focus a little bit on Robin and Robin being a financial genius that they're posing her as. I'm not even understanding how or why that came to be. Sorry, my mic is in my way. My
God damn it! There goes the show.
Yeah, sorry. So let's get started and let's see where this stupid show takes us, because it's just awful all the way around. And apologies, by the way, I did not make a post on RadioGunk.com.
How dare you?
Today. I know, I just kind of forgot. So thank you all about the tendrils for posting that for me. I just noticed it as I was looking at the site. All right, let's start the show. Here we go.
Is that Fred? Is that soundbite the actual Ed McMahon?
You are correct, sir.
Wow. Hi.
Fred sighting.
Right when he said he was describing how he came up
I
with
believe
Hi-O.
so, yeah.
Hi-O.
The origin.
Yeah.
He invented Hi-O.
Hi-O. Yeah, he did actually.
Yeah, duh. Robin.
Did she really need to ask that question?
Yeah, because I think in some part of her she wants to say.
But wait. I
did
could
it-
be wrong. Wasn't it that Gary Shandling show where the dude did the Hi-O? But before him it was Phil Hartman when he was doing Ed McMahon. So okay, I digress.
Okay, who did it first though?
I don't know.
Their what's it called? Their clip though is the guy from Gary Shandling.
Yeah.
Which was, by the way, a genius show.
I forgot the name of that guy's. I forgot the.
Isn't Larry? Yeah, I forget it too.
I'm
But
gonna look. He's like a goofy dad kind of character.
Yeah. That
The
was
guy
a
with
great
the
show.
hair,
I think he's got no hair.
right? Wasn't he also in? Oh, geez, I got nothing. Sorry, Jeffrey.
But anyway,
Yeah,
Howard.
Jeffrey Tambor. You're right. Got it.
Tambor, amazing.
Oh, he got it. Yeah,
Thank
good
you,
job.
Autobot Al.
Thank you.
The Stern show is actually ripping off that version versus the Ed McMahon actual version.
Scary Shanley said
They're just too stupid to realize it.
they did the argument over it, and Stern played it all the time. Yes, I'm not allowed to play that because I get in trouble from the Larry.
Let's not.
Gary Shandling show. All right, let's move on. So here's more to the start. He's just continuing to just let us know what's going to be happening today.
Good morning, everybody. What's happening? We'll continue with the Howard Noin today. Everybody loves it. I'm reading the email. They love that Bigfoot got into the Howard Noin this year. We've got a lot to get to. Everyone fascinated that Oz the Mentalist will be.
Nobody's fascinated by this.
No, the amount of self-delusion is laughable.
Because nobody cares about what Valerie Harper said to you. Nobody cares about Oz the Mentalist, and the fact that you're promoting this like you have Mick Jagger in next week is shocking to me.
I wanted to say this yesterday. Is that guy an A-list or a B-list? I don't know.
Bro.
I don't know what
I honestly I couldn't tell you.
the magician, who he is. I don't know.
How many kids that have TikTok know who Valerie Harper is?
I don't know that anybody even knows who Valerie.
Nobody.
I don't know who Valerie Harper is.
The question, the
I
answer
watched
is
her show. It was called Valerie or something in the 80s.
barely.
I
Barely.
3 seasons, half a season.
I barely know who she is. This is Oz Perlman.
Ugh.
Oz Perlman, 42 years old. He's a
Got
mental.
that. Go ahead.
He's got that.
No,
They steal your money. Well,
He's got that American Psycho thing going.
yeah.
Oz
Bateman, right? What's his first name? Patrick Bateman, right?
Yeah.
There he is, Oz Perlman, and apparently he won one of the seasons when Howard was the guy on there. I mean, we're going to hear about it now. So hang on.
I watched 1 minute, turned it off, never saw it again.
Of AGT.
Yeah, like a
Yeah,
guy shot out of
it
a
was
cannon.
god-awful.
That was it.
And I think we all tuned in thinking, well, maybe there'll be like 1 minute of weirdness that we can enjoy. Nah.
Nothing at all. Okay, hang on. Here we go.
Good morning, everybody. Join this year. We've got a lot to get to. Everyone fascinated that Oz the Mentalist will be coming on here to tell us what the Valerie Harper word was that she left me before she died. Sal was on a fed. He says he knows what the word is, but of course,
Well, he already tried.
When did Valerie Harper die? That's what I'd like to know. Anybody?
I'm gonna take a guess. 91.
Okay, that's good. Let's take.
I just threw that out there. I think later.
Harper. And by the way, you type in Valerie, she's not even the first thing that comes up. She died in 2019, 2021.
I'm an idiot.
She died 6 years ago at 80 years old. So even then she was old, and I don't think had done anything. I mean, really, honestly, does anybody remember her after the Mary Tyler Moore Show? Like, I don't even know. And even that. And Rhoda or whatever.
Absolutely not.
Not. Of course not. The last thing she was in that was of any kind of note was the Hogan Family, which who knows really with that. And that ended in 1991.
Yeah, X, you were right. Valerie was 1 year, a 1 year show, I guess.
Rhoda went from 74 to 78. Mary Tyler Moore Show, which she was on.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Again, 70s. Again, the Mary Tyler Moore Show was on whilst the Vietnam War was still being fought. I love to hearken things back to that because it's so amazing to me that this is something that he's still talking about. Because really, who's doing that? I don't understand. So anyway, so this person who won on AGT is coming in. Why Valerie Harper would give him a word before she died is also beyond me. And I don't understand. So of course they have this guy Mike now who calls in, and Mike, if you might recall, said something really kind of fucked up one day, and then he apologized on air the next day, saying, "Please forgive me for what I said." But now he calls in probably every other day with the setup questions and the things that Howard wants to talk about. So he, of course, called in, and this is his stupid question.
yeah, that guy is good.
Does your mom have a favorite comic? Is there a comedian your mom ever thought was funny, Howard? I just happened to think
no. My mother does not think anything's funny.
Okay, then this led into yet another half hour of him talking about Roosevelt, his mother, being beat up, kids in school. Then he comes up with this one, which I think we have heard before, although Dennis said he hadn't heard this one before. But of course, it was the fat girl dating thing. Yes, of course, Music Stream. That's what we're talking about. A way to pull in the younger audience. Yeah, but he keeps promoting it. You would think that he has like the biggest stars coming in next week. That's how he's promoting this. It's kind of insane. And he went back into it again later on in the show. So here's another little treat from when he was a kid that you need to know about.
I was really damaged by the time I got to that white community. I couldn't even open my mouth in a class. I was shell shocked. And then, of course,
isn't that just straight up disparaging?
What?
His whole like, like I wasn't one amongst the whites, so therefore I had a whatever. He is first, he's a filthy liar. And two, it's just like it really is insulting to anybody.
How about he was stupid when he was in high school?
He sounds like a racist. Just saying that.
Sounds like
stupid. That's why he basically was a horrible student. He was stupid.
Well, they didn't come into the picture. You saw them.
I saw them.
They were out of your picture.
Yeah, I sure were. Used to go to fat girl parties. And no one would look at me. My friends were like, it's a slam dunk.
Once again, he's talking about things that happened 6 decades ago.
Overweight Jewish girls who had no boyfriends. According to my male friends at that time, if you walked into that room, you were getting a girlfriend. You were walking out of there.
You think
with a
you were
girlfriend.
a woman magnet, right?
Yeah, I mean, they might be heinous, but you were going to have a girlfriend. Turned out I was more heinous than them.
You know, I truly believe, as I listen to his stories and his stupidity, I absolutely think that Allison was the first woman to.
She was, without doubt.
Like, I think that was his first
Absolutely.
love.
But here, this is, I always harken on this, and maybe too much so, but he's talking about events that happened 60-something years ago. Why not say, hey, my crazy ass wife brought another fucking cat home? Let's talk about some other shit.
No,
he literally has a sociopathic, and I looked it up. I'm not like just throwing this shit around. His wife suffers from malignant narcissism, so is a sociopath, and is passively aggressively punishing him for not having any kids by continuously bringing in cats into the home. Why didn't he talk about that? That would be kind of interesting.
Because that would have to face reality and
a bingo. Oh my God. Honestly, Mo, you're a genius. That is probably the perfect answer.
He's trapped. He knows he got tricked.
Yeah, but there's no getting out of it now. That's who.
Yeah, there is. He's got an ironclad whatever, and I mean, he really want to. But then again,
Daddy got prison ashes. That's exactly right.
But then again, he's a veal, and he's codependent on someone blowing smoke up his ass.
Well, they all are. That's what his.
Did he say he went to Jewish fat parties? He said.
That's what the man implied.
I mean, does he tell this story to his daughters because it's so funny?
I doubt it.
Oh, good one, bro.
Here he's talking about, how he would just sit there and be all cool and moody and smoke.
But what the fuck? How's he? I go. No one. Not one girl would talk to me. Sitting there smoking cigarettes. To look cool.
Well, time out. Okay, now, are any of you out in the audience smokers or ex-smokers? Is my question.
Right.
Okay, but I know this because I know ex-smokers in my lifetime. But if you ask a smoker or an ex-smoker what cigarettes they smoked, every single one of them knows what they smoked. Right? Everybody knows that they were like either Marlboro or
Camel, Winston.
Whatever it is, they know their cigarette because that's what they smoked, right? Everybody knows their cigarette.
You're correct, sir.
Here's Howard.
I was sure if I smoked a cigarette, girls would be attracted to me. I really was. I was convinced. Like I pull out my Marlboro. What was I smoking back then? I think I smoked Kent's or Cools or something like that.
Oh.
He doesn't even know, which means he's lying. He's always lying.
Yeah. You know what, though? I do believe maybe he would be dumb enough to try smoking to try to be cool,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I bet he was a dude with the cigarettes rolled up in his sleeve, like Bowser.
Yeah, exactly, Jeremy. It's like saying I don't remember what car I drove in college. Yes, everybody knows. Everybody knows this stuff. I mean, it's so stupid. I mean, whatever. We talk about this too much.
It's called making shit up.
Of course. Okay, so
that's how it is.
And so this goes on for like the first half hour, 40 minutes of the show. But then we get into the conversation that is absolutely the time suck of the universe. So here's somebody calling in and asking the question.
Let's go to Kim. Hey, Kim.
Hi,
Kim's calling from England. You're in England?
England.
Wow.
All right. Anyway, what can I do for you, Kim?
I was wondering what you think about the guy that won AGT this year, that janitor from England.
Accent.
I wouldn't even know. I haven't watched that show one time since I was doing it for 4 years because I cannot stand that fucktard. What's his name? Simon Cowell.
The guy that got him fired. The guy that took his manhood.
The guy that got you fired because
and wrote your checks.
That's right, because you only did it as a lark. You only did it just because
it's a goof. It was a goof, Robin.
It was just a goof. And and they kowtowed to you. They actually did what you wanted them to do. They moved the whole show to New York. They made it so that after that first season you were on, you didn't have to travel anymore. And all the acts came to you because you were in New York. All the
Do,
rest of the people that
do
were
you remember the
in
nausea?
and had
You
to
remember?
be fucking flown in, but you, the king on his fucking throne, because he was too lazy to travel out to fucking California or to these people where they lived, which was part of the show. Everybody had to kowtow to you, you
Do,
lazy fuck. What were you
do,
gonna say, David?
do
Yes.
you remember for like how many years they had Jan Hine and all these guys try to get us to buy that he was America's judge?
Oh,
Remember
totally.
that?
That's right.
Remember that? They were like, he's America's judge. Oh, you're America's judge, Howard. Blah, 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 blah.
People put their children on his laps, and
Yeah.
this is who he is now. He's America's judge. That's exactly right.
He was America's judge.
GT for us because that's the
I don't.
I'm sure he lies to everybody's face.
Simon Cowell's a liar.
Well, I was a big fan of AGT. That's why I ended up doing it. I always watched it, and then
You're right.
they came to me and said, "You want to be a judge?" And then the first offer was, "You want to be a judge for zero money, pretty much." And I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I thought you got to pay me something. I mean, it was like embarrassingly low, and
Can we find out?
And knowing.
Can we find out how much he actually got paid? He got paid millions. Stop.
Yeah,
it.
he got paid a mint, bro. They backed up the Brinks truck.
Tens of millions, I'm sure.
And then they realized that they had a dud.
Yeah, I hope they robbed him.
Basically, he was the equivalent of Madam Web.
I saw that.
Yeah, like so you're the one dude that watched it. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, continue.
I saw it for free though. I didn't pay for it.
Good for you. That's a good answer.
Let me see what this article says. Taking hiatus.
He might have even gotten paid more than Howie, Heidi, and
Bro, he got
Scary.
paid. In fact, it was no coincidence that he bought he bought that mansion in Florida.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, Mo, I got a dip. I'll be back in a little bit.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, check this out. Fans took to social media to express their displeasure after Stern announced he was taking a hiatus from his SiriusXM radio show from late June to early September. Long summer break. One of the perks of reportedly $500 million. Playing $1 million a show, 52 million Palm Beach. Okay, no, this is not it. I'm sorry. If any of you can let me know how much he was being paid on AGT.
And he was 4 years.
I think it was 4 years. I think he was getting like $15 or $16 million a year. This is what the number that I'm thinking of. Yes, you're right, Jeremy. AGT is 100% what burns Howard the most. He was convinced it was the stepping stone out of radio with two fingers to XM for not giving him the meager money, the merger money. But he came off aloof, uninterested, and awkward. Yes, he was horrible on TV. You know what? Because if any of you watched our horrible introduction to 9 at 9, which is our new Patreon show that we're doing, where we're highlighting all the Channel 9 shows, you'll see that basically everything he's ever done in television, other than that AGT thing, is just a mimic of his radio show. That's all it is. And so he's never stepped out of that comfort box. And for his first time actually doing that, he was very awkward. And he did come across like completely insincere as well. He was always awkward on camera. He was always awkward interacting with the acts. He was just a weirdo. And Dennis had put in some pictures of the some of those pictures from AGT are just real perfection, just in terms of how horribly uncomfortable, how miserable he was with people. And, he was lamenting about this for a solid hour today about how horrible it was to be there and how they wanted him to enjoin in, this room that they had there so that everybody could be seen palling around and having fun behind the scenes. But none of that is something that he would do. He would just say, no, I'm not doing it. And you can't make me because I don't care. And he wouldn't do it. But when he did do it, he came across looking, completely miserable. There are some pictures, so I'm just blathering as I'm trying to get to it so that I can show them to you.
Yeah, he had like a bitch face. Yeah, totally.
Always,
He seemed-
here she just here. Hold on. There's some pictures that Dennis had put up. The most classic one is the one that I love the most. Here, this one. Let me see if I can put this on another page so that you can see it in all its glory. Hang on a second. Okay. This is the epitome of Howard. Okay. So
what
some
is Howie wearing? He look.
Howie's a weirdo, but and that he's touching somebody is like shocking because he is a psychotic hypochondriac.
Oh yeah, if that's even real,
Exactly. So they were having cake. They were celebrating somebody's birthday. Everybody has a slice of cake. Everybody, right? Mel,
Oh my God.
Heidi, whoever this dude is, what's his face back there with his little fez on. And look at Howard. Look at Howard just sitting there like the most uncomfortable human being. No cake, not eating anything, not one.
Spectre.
Look at him. He's just so awkward and so uncomfortable with engaging with people. This is who he is. This man right there. That's who he is. Everybody else would have fun. Everybody else participated. Everybody else was engaged. And this fucking puss face is just sitting there like the crypt keeper that he is.
Is Nick Cannon the one with the hat? You were saying the fez or whatever?
Nick Cannon used to remember he got into wearing like hats and fedoras and fezzes and shit like that.
Who's between them? Who is between him?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't have
one of Heidi's children.
I don't have a better picture of that. There's another GIF that's really fabulous from that time period as well, but I don't think I see it here, where he's sitting in the boat with them and he just like waves his hand.
Oh yeah, he's like, I hate this.
I think it's on X somewhere, but I can't find it right now. But yeah, so he's going on and on about AGT. Let me finish this clip.
No. And then they said, all right, forget it. And then they came back and then they started talking turkey. You know what I mean? And
yeah, well, didn't they move the whole show to New York for you?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I was such a cunt. I was like, hey, I go, what is the show again? And they go, well, you have to travel. You have to travel to each state to find the, I go, wait a second.
Contestants, yes.
Why are you busting my balls? Why do I have to travel? These people want to be famous. Travel to New York.
Because you're getting $16 million a year for what amounts to, I don't know, how many episodes is that show? What amounts to maybe like 12 days or 13 days of work. And the bitch fest that you did constantly on air about this was shocking. I can't even imagine how anybody watched that show. I mean, I don't even understand. So then Robin is talking about like Heidi and about models because of course she has.
Yeah, she would just show up in like sexy outfits and like tell me she was going to go blow her boyfriend or something, and I was like, "Whoa, this is awesome."
Well, Heidi is a model like I think a model should be. Life has been great. She got blessed with these looks, and she's happy, and she wants to do it forever. I have seen models who are so miserable, and they never smile.
I can think of one.
On them. I'm like, why? Why? Everybody wants to be with you. Everybody wants to see you.
Yeah, okay. Sure, Robin. Sure.
Do you think Heidi was really talking to him about her sex life? Come on.
No, I think that you know what though? I could see Heidi as being one of those people that would say things to Howard because he's such a fucking puss face just for shock value. You know what I mean? Just to kind of like tweak him because she can. She's Heidi Klum. She doesn't give a shit who Howard Stern is. You know what I mean? She doesn't care that it's Howard. You know, she's not going to bow to him. She doesn't give a shit. She's been there, done that, has the t-shirt, has met every single human being of any kind of fame or notoriety whatsoever. And she doesn't give a shit about Howard.
She's like internationally famous, unlike him or his wife, you know?
Yeah, she's an international supermodel who doesn't give a shit about you. So I am positive that she would just tweak him, just fucking needle him because everybody knew that would drive him insane. So there's no part of me that believes that, Howard was even remotely friendly to her or anything. It was her just being like just as twatty as she could possibly be to him.
Look how strange she looks. Like, it's really weird.
Such a strange human being. It's just horrible. Exactly. Wow. I had to hang out in the green room with Heidi Klum. Wow. I know. Such a shame. He's like, oh, all I wanted to do was eat and, just be on my own and eat my meal, my dinner, because it was dinner time. And no, they want me to come in and have fun. And, it's like, God forbid you actually engage people, you fuck, who's making over $1 million a show to do this. And you can't even be like a simple human being. So here's some more Simon Cowell.
And he's goofing about money. Meanwhile, his staff is suffering right now,
Oh, yeah. Can we even? I wonder why they didn't make a big news thing out of this today. Hold on a second. Bonuses. Hold on a second. Here, look at this. Look at this. Look at on the eve of Christmas, where probably nobody will get a bonus, and of course, Sirius is having money issues, so of course they're not going to give them a bonus. And by the way, most of their salaries come out of that $90 million. So I do not believe that Howard gets paid the $90 million. But look at this: Taylor Swift gives $197 million in bonuses to Eras Tour crew.
I love that. That's really nice of her.
$7 million. You know what? Spread the love. Spread the love. See, this is what people do, Howard. This is what people do. And yeah, she has a shit ton of money, but she made a shit ton of money, and she's going to give it to the people that matter to her.
Supposedly, Keanu Reeves also did that after The Matrix was like a huge hit. He
really,
yeah.
Yeah, and everybody recalls the story about how when somebody in the Stern staff, it was a Mr. Whiskers exclusive at the time, but somebody on the Stern staff went to Howard and said, Howard, you had a great year, made a shit ton of money, got lots of stock options. Why don't you take $1 million of that money and spread it around to the staff? And he said, no fucking way. I'm not doing that. Just like that. No fucking way. I'm not doing that.
They should have all quit right there and then.
Nobody knew about it then. That's the thing. Nobody knew about it, So this was just kind of like a behind the scenes thing that nobody kind
Hopefully they know now.
Well, you know what? They're not going anywhere because none of them can get jobs. They're completely unemployable. And I hope it stays like that. So here's some more Simon Cowell revisionist history. Hang on.
The people on there now, I mean, they built a whole career off of it. I mean, because what else does Simon Cowell do? Nothing.
He doesn't sing, he
show.
doesn't dance.
Well, quite frankly, he was desperate to get back on there. That's what pissed me off about the guy. Not that he took over because I was leaving, but because he picks up the phone and tells me the letter he wrote that, you know the story. I don't have to go into it with the Sony.
By the way,
he goes, hey, I'll work much cheaper than Howard Stern, and you got to put me on that show.
I'll work much cheaper than Howard Stern. So, of course, I had to look at it and see how much Simon Cowell.
He's a freaking either producer or an executive producer. He's making money both ways by being a star on the show.
In 2019, he was worth 385 million pounds, which is equal to about $465 million in US dollars. So he's no slouch. He didn't need the money. He didn't need the job. That's the part that you don't get. It was like, why the fuck are we spending the amount of money that we are spending on Howard Stern? Why are we doing this? Where is that stupid Sony hack?
And that's what I was going to say. And by the way, is it Simon Cowell's fault that the Sony hack happened? Like, it's not his fault. You know what I mean? Howard's anger should not be at him.
Yeah, of course not. Here, I met with Simon Cowell yesterday. If you remember, he was considering what to do with the show America Has Talent. He is the star of it in the UK and the producer here. By the way, such a poorly written email. It just shows you how nepotism reigns supreme in Hollywood and everybody's a fucking moron. It is usually successful and a better show in the UK. He is thinking that the right thing to do would be for him to star in the show, not Howard Stern, and move it to Los Angeles, where it would be cheaper to produce. He wants to meet with you. He is out here for the next couple of weeks. Any chance you could sit with him and hear him out, perhaps with Bob Greenblatt. He is very, very talented. We have a big overall deal with Simon and own his music company and half of all the television shows he produces. It's just such a funny, shitty email.
And who wrote the email? Because Howard never brings him up either.
No, it was just it was a
Oh, okay, but
associate or something.
I'm sure Howard knows.
Here it is. Here's the actual
Linton. What did that say?
Michael Linton.
Yeah, I never hear his name. And Steve Burke, I never hear his name from Howard.
Let's see who he is. I don't know. But it's one of the saddest, most pathetically written emails I've ever seen.
And I remember on RadioGunk 100 years ago, you checked how much Simon Cowell's worth, and he's worth $1 gazillion.
Babe, I just looked at it just this moment. He's worth in 2000 was worth 385 million pounds, which is equal to about $470 million in American money, and that's in 2019. So this is like 6 years ago. So he's not struggling
now.
Suffering. He doesn't need you. Thank you, Shane, so much. I think everyone agrees current Howard Stern is shit. Why not cover old shows when it was good? I listened to the Jesus Twins saga again today. It was still gold. Yeah, I love that. And you know what? That's probably what the show will wind up becoming once Howard is done, because doing this shit, and it is shit. It is shit. It is shit. We agree with you. We do. We're covering the Channel 9 shows on Patreon right now because I can't do them on regular YouTube. And they were shit too, but then they became crazy and racist and outrageous and, and just morphed into like some crazy ass thing that I don't think it was ever meant to be. So we're going to be highlighting that during the off season. And yeah, I would definitely do like a Jesus Twins retrospective. I think that's an awesome idea. All right, so let's move on a little bit, please. And thank you, Shane, for that. Oh my God. Okay, let's get into the Robin Financial Genius now. So if you listen to yesterday's show, Robin said that if you gave her $1 billion, she would make $100 billion for you. That's what she said. Because she thinks she's really, really scary talented at financial wherewithal and day trading, or I don't even know what the hell it is that she's doing. Honestly, I don't know. But you only have her word to take for it. Like the only thing you know about her making money is what she says, right? There's no empirical proof. There's nothing that you can, point to and say, look, Robin actually is a financial guru. She knows what she's talking about, right? Because who knows? So of course, like this. Here we go.
Since our agent died. Yeah. I was talking on the air yesterday how Robin's a financial genius. No bullshit. I mean, I'm not making that up.
I'm not like Robin, financial genius.
Robin
I
can
think of this
says
on
that,
my
but
own.
wait.
Robin, all I'm telling you is I speak to Robin a lot. We talk off the air a lot. And I don't know when it started happening, but a couple of years ago, she starts telling me how she'd making money in the stock market and how, like, she, even in a bad market, she can sit down and make, like, you should hear the numbers. They're crazy.
How?
And I go,
I
what the fuck is this now? 2 minutes ago, she was a vegetarian. Now she's this. And then she was doing self-help, or but now it's this financial business.
What are you talking about?
Oh,
when you were part of some courses you would go to, and there was that for a while, and I don't know. Then you became a teacher of the course. You're always up to something, and you, and then all of a sudden it became. I just made this. She goes, sometimes I have to find time to sit down because every time I sit down at the computer, I make money.
I thought she hasn't been out of the house in 10 years or more.
Well, that's what they're saying. So it's basically, what the hell else does she do? I thought she literally spends half of her day watching Home Shopping Network, but now she is a financial guru who all she has to do is basically breathe It just has to breathe, and she makes money. And that's the way it works. And so, believe it or not, because why would anybody believe it if it has never been mentioned that this is what she does? Never. But yet she is some sort of financial genius.
Only her failures have been mentioned.
Only her failures. Well, yeah, because of course, a Nigerian prince can scam her. So of course, it makes total sense that she would be a financial guru who knows exactly what she's doing when it comes to the stock market. I don't believe it for a second, but even more unbelievable than that is this comment. Here we go. This is shocking.
I guess yesterday, an executive, television executive, I won't give his name. I don't know if he wants it yet at this point.
Television executive.
There's
Are
a
you
TV show.
You're fielding interest?
Yeah, they have interest in you. I probably shouldn't say what it is. I'll forward it to you. But they have interest in you because of your financial genius.
Why?
They want you as a guest participant on this show.
Why? Why would you take Howard or Robin's word for what she says that she does in the stock market? Why would anybody call you and say, "Hey, I would like Robin, if she's available, I would like Robin to be on my incredible financial show and give commentary on the stock market." Like, who would do that?
It's probably some dinky podcast that thinks they're going to get more viewers or listeners by being on the Howard Stern show.
I can't even imagine that anybody would even ask him about that.
You don't think Jim Cramer personally called Howard and wants Robin now?
Now, exactly. This Robin. You know what? If anybody would want her, it would be to talk about the SiriusXM stock and what's going on with it today.
Yeah. I'd love for them to sneak attack her and start asking about the today.
Exactly. But who would do this? Who would want her on their show? I'm looking for.
It's got to be Jim Cramer. Come on. Yeah.
I know. Who else would he? Who else would have?
Only the biggest.
Only the best. Exactly. That's the only show he would ever know. And sometimes apparently, like when Howard calls Robin, she'll be like, "Wait, hold on, I have to, lower the TV. Of course, I have what's the CNBC on all the time." And that's what I listen to when I'm in the midst of doing all my financial transactions. And every time I do a transaction, I make money. Every time. So this is who she is. So
who I think it was. I think Warren Buffett wants to talk to her.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. That's an amazing idea. Yeah. I think that I think Murdoch wants to talk to her about how God, the family rift that's happening over at Fox. So yeah. So Dennis Down found this, which we thought was just kind of brilliant. Hold on, I'm going to show it to you right now. So this is how it started. This is how it started.
This reminds me of like Simone Dinnerstein things, right?
Yes, this is all part of the Landmark Forum. Just so you know, like this is what Robin is involved in, and this chick, the one on the right hand side here. Now I have mentioned her before, but we'll talk about it again. So her name is Jocelyn Saccio. And of course we have, this looks like, this looks like some tent revival Jesus thing that's coming to town.
Yes.
Like the three people
that
are starring in it. Pastor Tyrone Jackson with Robin Ophelia Quivers singing the songs. And so the name is
piano player Jocelyn.
This chick has a podcast or a YouTube channel called Being Unmessable With. It's as stupid as it sounds. It's literally as stupid as it sounds. So this was a free workshop to move from fear to freedom with money. And now you think to yourself, what the fuck are they talking about? Like, seriously, who are these people? What are they talking about? So I had to go take a little look-see at it and see who this. So her name is Be Unmessable With with Jocelyn Herman Saccio. She has 1,400 subscribers. This with Robin Quivers, part 1, has 77 views, my friends.
But by the way, this is looks like the Wolf of Wall Street movie, where they're, the people in the audience, they're tricking them to get their money. They're 1995 to sit in the seat or whatever.
Right. So here you think to yourself, okay, here she is doing some sort of symposium with all these people in the audience and all these people on, Zoom or whatever it is. But this thing has 77 views. How is this possible? How?
77?
77, 5 months ago.
That-
In this episode, Jocelyn Herman Saccio interviews Robin Quivers. Robin shares her experiences growing up in challenging circumstances and how she developed an unmessable with mindset. She talks about overcoming societal expectations and restrictions placed on her as a Black girl. Robin recounts instances when she stood up for herself and created her own path, refusing to let others define her. She emphasizes the importance of not letting other people's opinion, such fucking bullshit, other people's opinions or words affect you, and the power of creating your own narrative. In this conversation, she shares personal stories and insights about being proactive, standing up for oneself, and embracing personal power. Overall, the conversation promotes the idea of being unmessable with and taking control of one's own life. Okay, so this is all part of the Landmark Foundation, just so you know. Okay.
But by the way, 77 people after 5 months, that is literally nothing.
Of course.
That's a waste of bandwidth or whatever,
This is literally just people in passing looking.
They might as well just end their thing because there's no one's listening.
She's a master coach, however, at the art of being unmessable with, no matter what life throws at you. She has spent over 30 years as an entrepreneur, author, coach, course leader, and curriculum designer of transformative programs. Bullshit.
Does she have a LinkedIn? Can we look at her LinkedIn?
I'm gonna give you everything. Her mission is to empower people to live the life of their dreams now versus someday, and develop themselves to be unmessable with in the present. That's so stupid. The whole thing is so stupid.
This sounds like getting things done.
It is completely in the same realm.
Need to be unmessable with?
Ready?
Well, you are in the right place. Welcome to Be Unmessable With, the podcast, where you get the...
Now, okay, you just got to see, here's the introduction. Here she is on various shows talking about,
strategy, and coaching.
Look at you on WFAA Channel 8.
To be unmessable.
Look at you, Sonoran Living Live.
With, no matter what life...
See, that's what she used to look like, okay? So
throws at you. And now, your host, Jocelyn Herman
Saccio, right?
I'm surprised Oprah hasn't had her on 6 times yet.
I'm surprised that her book hasn't been part of Oprah's book club.
She must be with Simon & Schuster, right?
So you're going to think this is super professional. This is top of the line. She's so knowledgeable. Here she is.
Saccio.
Welcome to the Be Unmessable With podcast. I'm your host, Jocelyn Herman Saccio, and I am so happy today because we have one of my dearest friends as my guest. She started as a nurse, and then she went into the Air Force, okay? And she became a captain in the Air Force. When she finished the Air Force, she went to school for broadcasting and ended up in radio over 40 years ago. And quite honestly, the rest is history. She was inducted into the Radio Hall of Fame in 2017. She's been an author, a race car driver, a philanthropist.
Okay, ready for Robin
she
now?
Has that every morning. Sounds good to me. So is there anything I missed? Anything you want people to know that I mean, obviously it's a huge career, so I'm sure I didn't.
Now, this is a woman who broadcasts from home, who has an entire setup to broadcast from. But here she is in her living room in portrait mode. On a podcast.
That says to me maybe that some of the XM staff goes to her house every morning and sets her up.
Right?
Because when they're gone, she doesn't know what the hell to do.
Yeah.
Thing, but
yeah, and I'm pretty old, so it would be hard to get everything in.
Okay, deep dive, Dennis, into being unmessable with Jocelyn.
Yeah, I have so many questions with this because of my background.
Okay. So she
many
has
questions.
1,400 subscribers and 77 views in 8 months.
That's
or how
it?
long Has been. Yes.
You guys get more in 5 seconds.
I'm good. I'm
I
good.
must have that many on my own little channel.
Actually true. So
Good. No lies so far. So
this is this chick
didn't really know
who I don't know what her story is other than she's a landmark forum person.
and the next day she goes.
And
great to see you. And as Lauren said, for more than 30 years, I have been a transformative coach.
Blah blah.
Wow,
blah,
what a airbag. My God, what a bag of hot air.
First off, these kind of shows and these kind of people is everything that is wrong with fucking society.
She loves the color red and orange.
Oh my God, exactly.
I think it makes her feel, maybe she thinks it's slimming.
Yeah.
I don't know. It hurts my eyes for sure.
There's a
Why
lot of
she wearing
things.
the same thing every time?
Yeah, it's a trademark.
Oh, it's her signature look. I see what's going on.
Yeah, it's a signature look.
See, now, of course, I got to be honest with you. I looked at this picture. I was like, oh, God, it's got to be one of her, sisters, scissor sisters.
Yeah, scissor sister.
Right.
Somebody told her that she looks great in orange. I don't know who.
Yeah, but that's a really terrible 2 weeks ago.
I mean, this is so, everything about this is so sketchy. I mean, really, this is like super sketchy shit. This is like rip you off, take a lot of your money, sketchy shit.
Right?
That's what this is. I've seen this shit before. That's what this is.
8 views. Unlock the
8
magic.
views. Jesus, my worst video had more than 8 views.
Unlock the magic. Embrace creation over reaction with Jocelyn Hermaine Sacchio. It's your show. Why do you have to introduce yourself in your show?
Because she's so fucking self-important. Seriously, she's
literally
so
8 views. She should give up. I'm sorry.
8 views is literally
everything's
like
15 views, 27 views. Like, I mean, what do you say? This is awful. I mean, you're nothing.
This is a nothing. I don't understand this.
This is a fake. This is a Wolf of Wall Street fake bullshit.
It's a Ponzi scheme of some sort. I
absolutely. The thing is, okay, so since we're like talking about this and I put a long answer in the post about Robin and financial advice, because if she actually gives real financial advice, she's like skating on state and federal crimes. You cannot present as being giving advice on investing or investments without being registered with the state.
Great to see you. And
yeah,
you can't do that. Because that's what Howard was saying she does. She can't teach. You definitely can't teach investing. You need a Series 63 and a 7 to be able to do that. Absolutely not. Because now you're giving financial advice. And that is literally super regulated by the SEC, FINRA, and also the states. You have to be a registered agent at that point. And literally you have to be. And this was my life. I was a compliance officer. You literally, you have to. There's so many rules with teaching investments.
I don't know, but I'm not understanding what you're saying. Like, if I had a friend who knew how to invest,
if he came to you as a private person, that's fine. But if she's going to a seminar, now you've crossed the line. Now you're teaching a group. And there's probably some sort of cost involved. As soon as money changes hands, it is off the table. Anything that changes hands of real value to get the knowledge,
we don't know what's happening. We don't.
I understand that, but she says she's teaching. Teaching doesn't usually incur that you're just randomly walking on a street corner and talking to people.
She probably told Jason what stocks to get.
No, apparently she hasn't really done it with anybody on staff. This is like
she hasn't, and that's the thing. If it was on staff, it'd be okay because it's people you can do that. But once you start doing it to strangers, now you're giving financial advice.
Again, we don't know.
I understand it, but that's what Howard said. I'm going on only what I've heard on the show. That's what I heard, and Robin's saying that's what I've heard on the show, which is really in a really gray area at this point, because if she's actually giving financial advice to people, you're doing it through an organization, you are in a really bad area. I wouldn't want to be in that area. That's like me coming on this podcast right now and telling people what type of stocks to buy. I could get in shit tons of trouble. I mean, seriously.
Could you really?
Yes, I could. Absolutely.
It's not insider trading because it's not.
No, it's not. It's not about insider trading. It's about trading in general. Talking about stocks and investments. There's a lot of disclosures that come with lots of different investments, and it is such a fine line to get in trouble and actually be clear. And it's just because we had to go to a lot of brokers, and literally you had to go to brokers and really kind of go, okay, you can do this and you can do this, but you can't do this. There's only so much you can actually talk about in a public setting as an expert. Presenting yourself as an expert. So there's a lot of rules with investing. There's a lot of rules with the SEC, a lot of rules with the markets. They do this to try to protect people from getting ripped off.
So Dennis, if she does a Zoom with like 50 people from Landmark or whatever, is that illegal?
Could be.
That's probably what she's doing.
It could be. If she's giving financial advice, oh, absolutely. You can't give financial, because she's telling them specifically financial things to do. That is literally, let me let Whiskers in because I'll be nice.
Yo.
Hey, how's it going? Because this was my industry. And it's a real scary thing, because they don't take kindly to people giving financial advice that aren't financial professionals, that aren't regulated, that haven't taken a 7 or a 63. A 7 and a 63 is your basic. Without that, you really are not very. You don't technically have the knowledge that they want you to have.
Dennis, would you consider her a less financially knowledge Haktua girl?
Yes. Haktua girl is going to go to jail for a very long time.
I hope so.
No, she will.
Yeah.
I'm because I don't know enough about it.
Okay, so Haktua, she got hooked up with this crypto creep who basically was going to dump a crypto.
Yeah, pump and dump.
And what happened? They did a pump and dump. They literally, all the insiders bought it really early and then dumped it on the suckers, and it went from miles high to the gutter. People lost hundreds of thousands. I think probably some people lost a million.
Right mind would invest with fucking Haktua girl? Like
because
who?
Robin.
No, because honestly, they made a big thing about, because it's always the rage, the EFT, the crypto.
Aren't they all pump and dumps? Aren't they all like?
No, I mean some are real. Like Ethereum is a real one.
Guncoin.
Bitcoin. Guncoin. Bitcoin's a real. It's a real one.
Whatever happened with the Elon Musk Dogecoin?
That one. Dogecoin. That's still in play somewhere.
It's in place somewhere. It's not completely. It's not completely dead, but it's a meme. That's a meme one more than anything else.
So look at this. This was on our website back in June of 23, which is, I guess, when they did this whole thing. Robin Quivers. That's right. Robin Quivers, a financial expert, being unmessable with money. June 28th, free workshop to move from fear to freedom with money. So, of course, we're all talking about it. It's too bad she's untouchable, but this would be a great way to play at Queen Ophelia music and skewer her. So true. Jackie would have used this for hours of comedy gold. Absolutely. Let's see. Robin Quivers, media icon and money mentor, who has moved from fear to freedom when it comes to money in her life. Tyrone Jackson, the wealthy investor, is a trusted.
Is he related to Tyrone Shoes?
Tyrone Shoes. I was saying before you guys came on that it was
Tyrone skirt.
It was so funny that this looks like one of those revival tent, like Pastor Tyrone Jackson.
Yes, it does.
Right? Meet Robin Ophelia Quivers.
Yeah,
It's like,
but
okay,
what is Robin's but what is Robin's
whoa,
qualification
what's her qualification?
to
The fact
do
that
this? I mean, seriously, this woman is terrible with money. We know she's terrible with money.
absolutely.
Look at she is absolutely fell for every
There
sucker
was
thing ever.
there was a time, late '90s, early zeros, where she had numerous properties that she bought at the peak of the market, and she ended up selling all of them, for hundreds of thousands of dollars of loss. But this is the person that's supposed to be the financial guru.
You're such an asshole, Benjamin. You really are. You're absolutely an
I
asshole.
want me to read it. So Benjamin says the hood ornament of Mo's new car is the bones from Jared's middle finger and is extended.
Wow.
Jeez. So it's interesting. So the art of being unmessable with is not found. So
That's really weird, isn't it? Seems like a scam.
the whole thing, the whole
seems like it seems like it might not be really
make your
truthful.
dream a reality and not just something you talk about over coffee.
You know what? I guarantee you, and I'm an idiot. I guarantee you these guys go, who is a recognizable retarded person that we can get to pull into the seminar to pull people in, because they have to be stupid but recognizable. Oh, Robin's available.
Robin Quivers.
And I'm not joking. I guarantee you that conversation went something like that.
Could you imagine though? They actually blew up her ass that actually she knows something about money, and of course she believes it because they kept on blowing it up her ass, and she believes it now that she's just this genius. And because honestly, it did not seem like a joke when Howard and her were talking about it. That didn't seem jokey. That wasn't like a farcical thing. Literally, yeah, somebody's blowing smoke right up her ass, and it's scary.
But here's the thing, Dennis.
Yes.
When you're talking to a narcissist, it doesn't require a whole lot of effort.
No, it doesn't.
All you have to say is, "You're wonderful. You're so smart. Hey, by the way."
Is there any way to find out if they're like an LLC or anything like that?
Oh no.
Well, I was doing a dive into her, and I just
have to have an LLC.
There's no footprint.
Have to.
Now, there's no, it's just, these kind of people, are just so.
Oh my God, more orange.
Like this whole kind of empowerment.
I swear to God, is she Dutch?
No.
It's a classic scam, bro.
Oh,
it's literally
scam.
timeshare. It's literally timeshare.
Ability of group coaching.
But at least timeshare, you get a vacation.
Yeah.
Done. Download. Your transformation starts here. Ready? Scroll down for every way to flip your script and discover the art of being unmessable with. Let's see how much it costs. Let's see how much it costs. Let's see. There's going to be some pricing.
Please.
The lights so incredible.
Click it on the bottom. Click it. Go down lower. Right there. Up higher.
Hang on.
Is she a license?
They had the
anything?
things. Higher.
Does she have any license in social work or
Probably
therapy?
not higher.
Dog
She
license.
was a singer.
Higher.
Let
Right
me
there.
see your qualifications.
Buy now to get instant access. Let's see what this costs.
Let's see. Create your year, $97. How is that possible? Oh, it's a 5-hour workshop. Includes
And then they sucker you for more.
1-hour session, 1-hour bonus session, 3 comprehensive workbooks to support you in creating your year. Design your days. Special offer, only $19 for that.
Yep.
This is like Amway.
So this is literally a scam in that they get you in like Amway.
Oh, here's another one.
Or like
Here,
Scientology.
Set yourself free in your relationship to money and unleash your inner millionaire.
$400.
That's a lot of money.
I know. Especially you get 50 people in the room. Now you have real money. That's 20 grand.
I want to hear, is her life so great that I should learn something from her?
No.
Sure. Let me
Didn't Howard have to pay for most of her medical bills?
Yes. Yes, he did.
So what's she doing, telling people about money?
Well, she got somebody else to pay her bills.
Exactly.
Ooh, actually, that's a touche, my friend.
That's
Now,
pretty
And
smart.
he wouldn't pay Scott's wife's bills though.
Well, oops.
Most-
Oh no.
Well, no,
Most
she's not on air.
people on IMDb that are like famous or whatever, you get like a little bio of who they are and whatever. Okay, you ready for this
Yes.
one? Ready for this one?
There's more?
Yes.
No.
Look at this.
That's the mini bio?
Bio. That's the bio.
It looks like a bunch of baloney to me.
She began her career in 1986 as a producer for Xander's Animation Parlor.
What?
Right on.
What is that?
Animated commercial.
Zager, what is that?
I never heard of it.
Again, what are her qualifications to help me?
Yeah, hang on.
She's done cartoons.
Interactive TV?
But wait, there's more. She moved into the interactive television world as director of production, ACTV Interactive TV, where she
Wait, stop. Producer of what? Direction?
Director of production,
Director of production.
ACTV Interactive TV, where she supervised the production of 150 plus episodes of original programming. What programming?
In what capacity?
Hang on. She has produced 300 plus commercials, most of which she was a creative force in them as well. Again, she wrote and produced award-winning program for biography and was instrumental in designing marketing, branding, and ad campaigns for many of her clients. Jocelyn then pursued her lifelong dream of being in a girl band.
You're kidding.
Right on.
Yeah, I played it for the boys before you came in.
She and her boy and her group, Boy Crazy,
signed a record deal with Polygram Records. Then they had a hit song. That's what love can do.
Never heard of
actually
it.
really a hit song.
How about hold on? Soon replaced Whitney Houston's "I Will Always Love You" as the #1 song in America.
Oh, right on.
During her singing career, she won the HINRG Award for Best Vocal Performance, the BMI Award for Most Played Song
Body
on the
Mass Index? Yes.
Exactly.
and joined the very exclusive club of artists whose first song went to #1 on the charts, a club that also includes Elvis and the Beatles. Jocelyn has spent the last 18 years as a personal manager for actors, writers, directors, and recording artists. Her clients can be seen in Blacklist, House of Cards, Mysteries of Laura, Hazen, blah, 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 blah. Jocelyn produced a feature film, And Be Real, starring Ernie Hudson, the great, incomparable Ernie Hudson.
Ernie Hudson?
Beyond, Madonna's baby daddy.
Wasn't he like the cartoon character in Carts, the Hudson Hornet?
Oh my God! And it's Carlos Leon. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. I love his work.
Yes.
Madonna's ex baby man. Whatever.
Mama. Following in her mother's footsteps, a veteran casting director in New York, Jocelyn was also the casting director on her films And Be Real, Caged, They're Just My Friends, Beyond Control, and The Pack, in addition to casting the Warner Brothers film Twist the Cap, A Time of Redemption. And Queen.
Did she ever work with Shecky Shore, Pauly Shore's cousin?
No, I don't think so. Let's see her.
That's the mini bio. What the hell's the real bio?
Yeah, known for And Be Real, producer.
2.3 stars out of 10.
Coming of age story of a young female rapper who finds her inspiration by reading the Diary of Anne Frank.
Oh, there we go.
Who's got stuff in their mouth? I hear microphone and it's
sorry.
That's
me.
That's the guy in the hospital.
Sorry.
Here, let's see what else she said.
Hold on, let me look up And Be Real on the numbers.
Yeah.
She did a rap on Anne Frank's.
Yes.
Yo, I'm crazy because here come the Nazis.
So this is who
Wait,
she is.
What's her name again?
Oh, look, she has to have her podcast up here because how would you rate 1 star? Fuck you.
And by the way, Be Real, she ripped off the lead singer of Cypress Hill.
Shh, look at this shit.
Just saying.
This is just amazing. Robin Quivers as herself in 2 episodes.
What?
No.
These amazing people.
Get out of here.
It's just amazing. She's just so good. So anyway, that's who this chick is. So this whole being unmessable with, though, is nowhere to be found, just in terms of they took it down, whatever it was. And
Interesting. Probably SEC came in and told you guys got to stop.
The feds raided.
You gotta stop. Wow, that movie's horrible and be real. Oh my God. Jesus. Let's see. 38% user score.
I wish we still had it. I would love to see it. So this is the bullshit. That is what Robin is involved with. Okay. This is the bullshit. United Global Shift, designing a conscience-full spectrum response. Okay.
What?
This is the bullshit. What
does that even mean?
Architecturality that Joss just spoke of.
There she is in her signature color.
So let me just give an example.
I swear she's Dutch.
Like you want to build a house, what would you do? You get all the elements together, right? You get the wood, you get the cement. I didn't mean to say you were wood.
This is what they do.
You know, guys. This reminds me of that famous quote from Austin Powers. If there's two things I do have no tolerance for, are people who are insensitive of other people's culture and the Dutch.
Exactly.
So this is all psychobabble landmark forum bullshit is basically what this is.
Oh, it's a bunch of, technically it's called baloney.
It's technically
exactly.
Yes, you are right. So $399 for that one program. Damn. Then
sure, why not?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I would just love to fucking do this. It would just kill me. Free vision workshop. Let's see what that is.
Do they offer free toasters?
Ooh, December 11th. Judy.
It's tomorrow.
Transformative workshop designed to help you clarify your vision, formulate your goals.
It's on Zoom.
And access.
It's on Zoom.
Duh.
Is it free?
All the cool kids are on Zoom.
It's on Zoom.
God, I so badly want to do this.
Do you think it would be done before we start our show at 8:00? Close.
I so badly want to do this. Fuck.
You're grumpy enough as is.
There's another one.
I'm contemplating because I would be able to actually decipher the bullshit.
Oh, Dennis.
Yeah, you'd ask questions.
Dennis. Yes.
Yes. You have to send me the link.
Do it with you.
Look at all the 5-day dream source discovery process.
How to live the life of your dreams now,
sounds like
not
bullshit.
someday.
Do it.
By participating in this 5-day discovery process.
5 days?
5 days for $47. That's $10 a day. How is that even possible?
It's less than lunch.
Get clear about your goals and dreams. Get clear about what messes with you in being able to fulfill those goals.
Clear. Uh-oh.
Discover
what sounds like
your dream source. Yes, it is.
It sounds like Scientology.
To realizing your dream now, not someday. Dennis. Yes. Dennis.
Yes.
So yeah, that's kind of curious. But let me see. Do I have anything else about
send me a link.
So, yeah, it was like TV shows. It's how it comes out with some bullshit that some TV director wants her to come onto their show to discuss money. But it's like, how could anybody possibly want somebody who has no substantiated success to be a part of a show? It's so funny.
But also, once again,
keyed me into this fucking colorway thing. It's driving me insane.
The orange. Literally, the only time I see that much orange was when Max Verstappen is racing in Formula One. That's the only other time I see that much orange. I mean, this is psychotic.
Revision workshop.
Revision.
Jocelyn Herman Sacchio.
So the thing is, though, when he was talking about Robin going and that once again, that's an SEC violation because she would start talking about investing to a group of people and not having any qualifications to do it.
Here's what she said. Ooh, I took a note of it. Here we go.
If you're taking money out of something every day, you're making money.
Yeah, no, I know you're
that's a
making
good
money.
thing. No. I'm talking about the people I teach. because they want, they want $10 million every time they twitch.
And that's another thing. Like you're talking to Robin, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm making money." And then all of a sudden, she'll say something like, "I mean, the people I teach." And I'm like, "Oh, Robin's now she went from making money, now she's teaching people." I mean, it's so wild. Talking to Robin is wild, wild. All you got to do is let me give out your number on there so people can call you at home because it's fantastic.
Don't call me. I don't have time.
Can you even imagine?
That is literally.
Fraud,
that violates so many fucking laws.
That's so fucking
violates illegal. Her saying that she teaches people about investing is literally as illegal as it gets. That is basically offering investment advice. You are now an advisor. You need a 63, and you actually need to get a.
What if she's just getting paid for it? What if these are just people?
Doesn't matter. She's now offering as a professional. To teaching people. As soon as you start saying I'm teaching people, that's like I'm saying, me come on here and me start giving financial advice to our listeners out there would be the same thing, and I would get in a shit ton of trouble.
Okay, I want
what's interesting about this is that nobody says, "Hey, cut her mic. Hey, someone needs to talk to her. Hey, bro, this might not be in your best interest to be spewing this on air."
Oh, you mean Robin? Yeah,
in general, you think somebody in there would go, this seems like shaky ground at best.
You're really going into a bad place by doing this. That's true. I should. I have testified in front of the SEC before, so I actually have.
I bet that was a hoot.
Oh, they're a ton of laughs.
They're party animals.
Oh my God, they're so much fun.
Who is in the legal profession says she has to coach it as an opinion. It would be like someone giving legal advice and not being an attorney.
But she's teaching. So that's like somebody going in and saying,
exactly.
This is how the law works. This is not good. This is really bad territory.
And generally, we know you know how absurd it is, but if someone's professing to be a teacher, you think, well, that means they've studied in this, or they have a degree in that, or they have this and that. And she probably has neither.
And she doesn't have an advisor's license. So, I mean, that's kind of a big thing. I mean, seriously, this is a lot of laws are put in place because people got suckered out of a lot of money by people saying shit like this.
But now, the same thing that's going on with this whole Bitcoin thing that we're just talking about. Like,
they trust me. That's why they're going to jail. I mean, those people are going to jail 100%.
Whenever I'm on X, though, I'm constantly getting bombarded.
There's a difference between going
this Bitcoin and going this Bitcoin and
that's different though. That's somebody saying, "Hey, it's like I bought this car. It's the greatest car ever. I bought IBM stock and it pays me good dividends." It's different than going, "Hey, I got something that'll help you make money." There's where the difference is, because now with the Bitcoin thing, with the coin thing that Taktua did, they were literally going, "Okay, this is an investment. You're going to sit there and you can actually generate revenue when you invest with us, because this coin is going to be just like Bitcoin. It's going to be like Ethereum, and you'll be able to have it and keep it in your wallet." And they literally just pumped and dumped it.
But she's going to play dumb. I mean,
she's trying to, but you can play dumb all you want. The last time I talked to the SEC, they don't seem to give a shit. If
they got to find that she signed some papers or something. That's the whole thing.
She was all in. She was the one promoting it. She promoted it. That's all you need.
This is my favorite Bitcoin story. This user has been buying Bitcoin $30 a day, and after 7 years, 10 months, and 12 days, made it to $1 million portfolio. Total spent $86,370, which is now worth. Crazy is that?
It is.
But
crazy.
Isn't at this point, wasn't Bitcoin supposed to be like something that you use as a currency? Correct. At this point, doesn't it seem like the worst thing you could ever do is like if you sold me like one of your shirts or something for $20 and I go, well, here's $20 worth of Bitcoin. Well, next week that $20 I gave you is going to be worth $100. It seems kind of like Like, why would anybody use it as a currency at this point?
Well, that's what's wrong with it right now, because it is too rife for speculators, and it has made the value is totally undeterminable, because we know there's a limited amount. There's supposed to be a limited amount, which makes it valuable.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that makes it valuable is a limited amount,
Yes,
and that it can't be
correct.
traced. But unlike gold has a very wide market. It's a little suppressed right now, but gold has a value. So if I have a piece of gold here or a piece of gold in Russia, it's the same value. I will get the same stuff in return, and it doesn't change crazily in 2 days.
Exactly. Like if you paid me $20 in gold, you know that a couple of months from now, it's not going to change so wildly that you're looking like, oh damn, I just gave that guy $1,000. You know,
correct.
Where Bitcoin, that's kind of where we're at right now.
Yeah, Bitcoin is it literally has gotten so bastardized that honestly, it has. You have no ability to truly find out its value, because you can't put it on par with anything else. You can't put it on par with gold. You can't put it on par with silver or U.S. dollars. But U.S. dollars is a terrible thing because they flooded the market with it.
You see, that volatility is I could never do that. Like,
it's insane. It literally is insane.
It is the Wild West in all its glory. It really is. And by the way, since we're talking here, RadioGunk is not a financial institution. No, we give financial advice, but be sure to tune in next week when we unveil the new Monique coin that you can have for a very limited time. The Mo coin.
The Mo coin.
Sure. All right, let's move on a little bit. So we had gone through an extensive Robin thing before you came on, Dennis. I'm sorry that you were.
Oh, darn.
And Dennis missed the financial thing. Not the financial. The Jennifer Witt
did it on the website as well. But we talked about how Sirius is now trying to pivot and go more into, which is ridiculous because
isn't it hilarious? So let me kind of. I'm going to circle back to that because we sat and listened to these idiots, and we just sat there and we were looking at each other going, you got to be kidding me, right? This is your idea? And we knew that it was going to, fail.
I said that. I was like, we knew this.
We knew it was going to fail. But not this spectacularly. Literally, they have built a platform that they want to do podcasts. Okay, great. You can't send podcasts to cars. That shit doesn't work. People usually listen to podcasts at night, sitting at home, at work,
doing work, busy
I
shit.
listen when I'm laying out in the sun. The last place I listen to a podcast is in a car. I mean, there's some, but it's not a high priority area, especially having to pay Sirius and try to find it.
There are some, like Conan, where it's geared where they do the audio component and the video.
Right.
But like this Baby Daddy Girl, that's a whole visual thing.
Correct.
That's not going to work. That's not going to work in a car.
And literally they came out last year and they said that General Motors was going to have this whole interactive dash bullshit. Well, I haven't seen prototype 1 from General Motors on that dashboard bullshit. And it's a year later. You'd figure by now they would have had something.
Well, they're not prioritizing that. They know that's what they know people are going to listen to on their phones for the most part.
Yes.
And they're trying to do other things that attract customers. This isn't the priority.
And it's so funny, doubling down on core auto market. It's like, what else do you have? Like, this is
the auto market's going away from
butter. This is all you have. This is all you have now. And you have lots of problems retaining. There were literally 20 minutes worth of commercials today, and on a double paywall show. And we were just talking about earlier in the show, like Judy said, I don't understand, why wouldn't they offer out everything to people who got it free for 6 months? Give them everything. Give them Howard, give them NFL, give them everything.
Nope.
Because that's who you want, the person who wants to pay for this exclusive type of stuff.
Hold on. St. Horse has a question about the dashboard. Okay. So during this insane presentation last November,
which you all can watch, which we do
have recorded.
This and I live streamed it. So Interesting.
That they said they were going to build an in-dash in your dash of your car, like a whole interactive thing, so you can have scores come up and all sorts of stuff from SiriusXM in your car.
That you can answer questions about.
Yes.
And we're thinking to ourselves, who's going to be distracted by some fucking quiz on their dashboard?
Yeah.
And they fired that guy, by the way, Dennis. They fired that guy.
Oh, I know. I put that in my article. He got shit canned.
Yeah, he got shit canned.
Yeah, good idea.
Wait. So you mean to tell me the guy who thought having Howard be the key speaker, whose first words were to the hip young youth, "Yes, this is my real hair." No joke. That was literally the first words out of. You're talking to a bunch of supposedly cool TikTok, 15 to 20-year-olds.
Oh yeah,
15 to 20 something. 15 to 20 something year olds, and then literally the first words out of the dude's mouth are, "Yes, this is my real hair."
Yes, and he's talking about Valerie Harper today, who died 6 years ago and hasn't had a hit since 1991. So sure, why not? And he kept going on and on about it, Dennis.
Yeah, he beat Valerie Harper to death. If she wasn't dead,
I was saying, you would think that the Stones were coming in next week. The way he's promoting this,
and the thing with the Valerie Harper is you usually with oh my God, I can't think of his name. The escape artist Houdini. So with Houdini, the trivia tonight was brutal. But with Houdini, you gave a shit that he could be contacted in the afterlife because he disbelieved in it, and he said, "You know what? I have a word, and I'll prove if it's real or not." So he made a challenge that publicly was known. Everybody gave a shit because
he told his wife the word, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
So it was like, hey, it's a challenge and a big deal to disprove something. This is some dying star came on Howard's show, allegedly gave us some bullshit word that we don't know if it's true or not. And
how would we know? How would we know? Did he write it down somewhere?
Even if it was legit, who cares?
Exactly. Who gives a shit? It's Valerie Harper.
Who
cares about Valerie Harper?
Who is he having?
Fucking Harper.
Who's he having the next day? Gilda Radner, and we're gonna find something about Barbara Wawa. Is that the direction of the show?
I mean, so this is. This is everything about this. Everything about Sirius in general is encapsulated in Howard's show. It is so out of touch with the audience that it wants to reach that it doesn't know that it can't reach them. It doesn't understand that it can't reach them.
Dennis, you know what I was laughing about, which I thought was so funny, is the fact that they're cutting all these jobs and like $250 million worth of fat. Yet Jonathan Blitt thinks that he'll still have a job.
Good luck, bro.
This made me chuckle with glee.
Okay, not one of those people will be retained at SiriusXM. Not one. There is not enough. Not one of those people.
And they've been having psychics and hypnotists on for 40 years. I mean, this is the same old.
It's such bullshit. I can't even imagine that this is
70 writers.
This is what he's going to go into vacation time with.
It's such a played out bit, and it's like they don't care. Once again, they're in victory formation from the first play of the football.
They've been victory formation since September.
Dude, I think you're being kind with September.
I am being kind.
All right, let's move on a little bit to the next clip. And so Tan Mom then calls in.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And Tan
wonderful.
Mom is an absolute clusterfuck of shit. Honestly. I mean, it's just
she's a mess.
She's
a real mess.
And Mo, you never bring it up. You interviewed her too.
Yes, I did.
She's probably sleeping on Mo's couch somewhere.
But you can't see her.
And she was a normal person. She wasn't a nut.
But she's kind of nutty now, and
it's fake. I think it's fake.
No, I think she's really gone through something. I don't know if you saw her. Hold on one second, please. I don't know if any of you saw her with Alyssa Jordan, where she met with her in Florida, and she was wreckage. I mean, just
she looked bad. She sounded bad.
Up, couldn't really. Let me see if I can find this.
Is that before or after Alyssa committed assault?
After.
Okay.
After.
Is Howard going to pay for Tan Mom's medical bills?
No, of course not. Please, come on.
After all the content she's given
Hey,
us,
doesn't matter.
Come on, give him a break. He just spent $38,000 on a cat.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Let me just see if I can give you a little bit of this. By the way, I want you to know this is a 7-hour show.
7 hours.
I'll give you my card. You need a water? Okay. All right. Okay, she has water. You feel
Wow.
dizzy?
I didn't bring enough water today.
She has 20,000 subscribers. I'm pissed.
So Tan Mom will sit next to
And she only has 23.
And then
views,
I'll give you
though.
my card.
that
Here, let me do that.
I
She's
understand that, but this still pisses me off.
She's
I don't know,
always
what should I get, like a
face
margarita or
fucking the
something?
camera, that one.
Tan Mom.
Ah,
Tan Mom. Tan Mom. Tan Mom. Tan Mom.
so thirsty. So fucking thirsty.
Look at her.
I just lost
I'm
my,
speechless.
my kids are grown up.
Where are you from?
New Jersey. Yeah. Oh, that's a good song. It's a
Why?
Let me see your back.
How life is.
There's a code for it. Yeah.
So yeah.
This is scary. This is scary.
I'm scared. I'm upset that these people.
This is like a horror
She
movie.
reminds me of when Lucy fell into the wine vineyard thing.
This should be a horror movie.
No, it's frightening, right?
Wasn't Demi Moore was in a movie right now where there's like two women trying to
kill her.
Yeah, or like with a lot of
Monique, do you
body
see this?
horror.
She's dark.
That's great.
She is couch leather. She really is.
She really. That's unhealthy. That's not a good. That's
Yeah,
not
this
a
movie's
natural
so
color.
disgusting.
There was another one
E.T. and drag.
that was really insane. I mean, she has her on all the time. It's kind of crazy. I'm not really sure what goes on.
They both live in
Besides
Florida, I
assault.
guess.
Look at her. I mean, she's just.
Come on,
Which
guys.
one? Alyssa or Tan Mom?
Who pays the check on that one? Is it Elisa or Tan?
That's
Must be
that's
Alyssa.
Dine and Dash, bro.
You're amazing.
Oh, absolutely, 100% Dine and Dash.
Look what's going on there.
To the plate. You're.
What a oh my god.
I'm a stupid drunk. I just paid for your whole thing again, and you just threw the plate on the ground.
I mean, just crazy shit. I have no idea what's going on here. This is such a world that I can't even comprehend. Like, why are people like this? Who are they? Why are they doing this? Like, it just makes no
I'm
sense.
just upset that she has 20,000 followers.
Yeah, I know. I know.
And some people actually, I saw them get $9.
Just a minute that we-
Super chats.
Yes.
Who's more scary, her or Elliot Offen?
Oh my
Elliot
god.
Offen.
Elliot
Elliot by a
probably.
mile.
Looks like
Jordana might hit you though.
Elliot's psychotic.
Elliot looks like he will kill you. Like I
They
had
both
a
do.
sick feeling.
No. Elliot is psychotic.
I had a sick feeling in my stomach when I met him because I just didn't know if he would go off on you. Like you just don't know if he's going to hurt you.
Yeah,
Really?
he's not wound really tight.
So anyway, she calls in, and of course we get the 1-2 punch. Here we go.
Word.
I don't really understand.
Oh my God, this is starting. I'm calling in because I'm officially a published author.
How long are you? Something going on with you? Because Chris Wilding is telling me you've been sick for like 6 months. Are you okay?
Does she look okay?
I told them that I might have cancer.
And then that went into like a whole Tan Mom thing.
Yes, it did.
Um,
They had a song. They had a song.
They had a cancer song?
Yeah, they had a cancer
So
song. It was
wait. So you're telling me that someone who spent the equivalent of 8,000 years under a UV bulb might have some cancer?
And he
Just a
asked
little
her,
something.
cancer, and she's like, no, it's internal. And you know what? I stopped listening at that point because I wasn't really caring. But she has absolutely deteriorated
Yeah,
so much
quickly.
since I interviewed her. Like it's shocking.
Do you think
Seriously.
she's self-medicating?
That's a really interesting question, but she's been in a hospital. She's had
That's
like
what I
some.
mean, though, because of everything that, you know what I mean? Because sometimes people do that to kind of, because if things aren't, if you're not doing well, because that's what it looks like. I mean, it looks like she's doing a lot of different things because she's a little out of it. Like, she sounds out of it. She's very,
Well,
floaty.
let's harken back a little bit because here's some.
Hi, Alec. It's Tan Mom. And this is from Jizzy, Boo Bear, and Dan Dan. They want to wish you the happiest 30th birthday. And forgive me for laying in bed. I just got out of the hospital. I had foot surgery done. Such a bummer. And that's why I'm not as tan as possible.
Like that.
Here's a silly question. She's Tan Mom. Where the F are her kids?
They're grown.
They're
no. Are they? Okay.
I thought they were grown. I thought they're like in their 20s.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, she's old enough.
Hopefully
they're
they're far away from her.
Yes, probably very far away.
Like Sterling John's kid.
Kind of frank. Honestly, with all these people, the less we know about them in their
better. Doesn't she look like one of those Marvel movies where the super soldier serum went bad?
Wait, you could have a movie like Twins with Christy Brinkley.
No, nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that.
Oh, moving on with this damn show. Robin and Howard start talking about Howard had a dream that he had a hit song, and Robin comes out with this most bizarre thing that she's dead.
Well, not really, but I mean, I got to get the band together. A very famous drummer recently contacted me through Gary Dell'Abate.
A famous drummer contacted him. He wants to add him to his band.
Okay, and I believe he's ready to join my band. And
you're kicking out Richard?
Oh yeah, sure. No, this guy actually had hits.
Richard's
is kind of a prodigy drummer.
He kind of is.
Yeah,
like for real.
Yeah, but sure, let's keep Nowicki, who literally all he knows how to do is make
Van Halen.
Listen,
over and over.
Yeah.
Wait, okay.
Well, you know what? Jason Bonham just got kicked out of Chickenfoot, so there's that.
Oh, okay. So let's listen to this.
Okay.
Yeah, Richard's gone.
Without a second thought.
Yeah, I don't want to hear Foo Fighters because
Funny enough, the song I wrote called "There Goes My Hero."
Yeah.
So
public use, free use.
It's weird.
Yeah, listen to Robin.
But I know I wrote it. Okay.
I had that experience once.
There you go.
Knew I had written a song, and all of a sudden I heard it on the radio.
There you
go.
go.
Like, how did my song get on the radio?
What song?
It's my song.
Yeah, wasn't that the twist? I believe you wrote.
Eat it, eat it, eat it.
That is literally the most insane thing she has ever said.
What
I
song?
wrote a song, but then after I finished writing it, I heard it on the radio.
It was a hit song.
The same song.
I got nothing.
That is batshit crazy. I mean, that's narcissism on another level. That's a 50. Forget 34. This is a 50. I write something down and it becomes a hit song.
I got nothing.
This is disturbing. What type of drugs do you think they have her on? I mean, seriously, how many drugs is she on right now?
Honestly, I think at this point, it's just legit cognitive decline. With a lifetime of people blowing smoke up her ass of how wonderful she is. So there's some inertial
narcissism.
Resonance. Yeah, that's still.
I mean, that is just that literally. I actually stopped. I did tag you on that because I literally stopped on that. I'm like, the fuck did I just hear? I mean, what did I just hear? Like, that is insane. That's literally the most insane thing. And this is the same woman that said the U.S. bombed Pearl Harbor on December 7th. I mean, this tops that.
That's we all know that the data will live in infamy.
Or YOLO means I honor you.
I honor you. Yeah.
Literally.
I honor you.
I honor
so then Howard's gonna flip the script and we're going into something else because it's time, and a lot of pausing in this, but let's go to it.
All right, let me get to a bunch of things. Number one, I don't even know where to begin with all this. I got so much going on here. If I can. Okay, so I'm obsessed with this dude the kid they caught, who is a suspect.
20 seconds.
Yes, in the
He's a
shooting of
suspect.
the United Health CEO. Yes.
I'm obsessed
On
with
the
him. I
streets
can't get.
of New York.
Wait,
Yeah.
hold on, Robin.
It's killing me.
Stop.
This kid.
What'd you call me?
So I had it on my brain. So we know Howard's type.
Exactly.
Swarthy and he all
Curly
during
hair.
This, all during this, just come out of the closet, Howard. Just come on out.
Just come on out.
Walk on out, baby.
Good looking.
Just come on out. He's good looking.
Women are freaking out. Gay dudes are freaking out over him. Chris Wilding told me he was on the internet, and guys were
looking for pictures.
well, there's all these pictures of him with his shirt off, and the kid's got an 8-pack.
Like Howard was searching.
Good looking, and
100%.
It was
Even
like a
when
major.
they took the picture of him with the mask,
He was
he's
good
got
looking.
beautiful eyes.
Yes. Anyway,
Amazing.
but when they caught him, they found out that he was not only the valedictorian of an all boys school that is like a prep school. The dude graduated University of Pennsylvania, which is that is such an elite university. I only wish I could have. I wish I could be that smart.
But did not. Okay, hang on. Let me just get to the next one. So Chris Wilding, who's been really very forefront the last couple of days.
It's been a little repulsive.
It's been a little, and he's so nauseating. He is he is everything I detest in your face gay man. And I love gay men, but this one is in particular the kind that if he wasn't on this show, he'd be doing fucking porn in glory holes in men's bathrooms.
So,
Seriously.
it actually even goes further for me. I don't even give a shit that he's gay or not. I don't care. As a human being, I detest him.
But his gay antics are what makes
that just makes him more hateable.
Yeah,
because it's just everything about it is just like you don't need to be so graphically disgusting.
But he does, because that's
what the thing is.
Yeah,
and this is what Howard doesn't understand. It's so gratuitous that is, even if on any level that you would think it's a gag, it's just like it's like why can't they use the old fashioned words like dandy balls and legs that spread and penis butt.
Oh, this is the best one. You can hear it now.
And first off,
really, I have to relive this.
Yeah.
And first off, he's not funny. He shouldn't be on the show. He just, like you said, pumping gas.
Why he does those really horrible voices.
Like, I don't care what he is. He's not funny. That's it.
Howard loves him.
Of course he does.
Whoa.
He's super.
Ooga.
He loves his old ladies that he does more so.
Oh, he loves everything. He likes twinks.
Yeah. Okay, so listen to this disgusting clip. Here we go.
Like he is so good looking because you could see this guy out in public. Like you could get this guy. He's gorgeous. He's absolutely gorgeous. And yeah, the gay websites, gay Twitter has been going insane. I mean, I saw a form go from 4 pages to 86 pages in under an hour. These guys were talking about what shade of color his hole might be. These guys were putting
what shade of color would his hole be?
This is
Hey, look at the time. 1 hour and 53 minutes.
Yeah, I was going to play a song. He was very into, after this, he got very into talking about the Golden Globes and some movie that's on Netflix that apparently is nominated for like 10 awards. And it's a musical about a cartel guy who wants to turn into a woman or some shit like this. And he started playing music from it. And I was debating whether or not we would get in trouble for playing that music.
We would.
And so I've decided not to, but it's horrible. I mean,
it was literally an assault on your ears. It's
unlistenable.
It was an assault. I
Let me
mean,
see if I can do like 2 seconds. Let
and
me
he
see.
played the whole song.
It's
That's the part.
unlistenable. It's
Are
really.
we really doing this?
I literally have 15 seconds.
I had to listen to the whole thing. You'll get a snurch.
Hang on. Excuse me, doctor. Can you unplug that life support, please? Thanks.
We only have 3 clips left, and this is like 10 seconds. I promise.
Oh, only 3.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Hello, very nice to meet you. I'd like to know about sex change operation.
I see. A man to woman, a woman to men.
What? What?
Why do you do this to us, bro?
I heard it live, so enough.
This is my job, okay? This
I
is
heard
my
it live.
My job is to assault your ears with the shit I had to do.
Oh, you're more than assaulting. There's butt plugs going into our ears at this point, bro.
Woman to man. What?
All I know is
I
that
might have to watch this. Maybe we can watch it together. Oh, I wonder if I can get that for us. And we can
Jesus, no. That's okay. It's all right. It's fine. It's fine. Because all I heard, it got 10 nominations at Gold Globe, and now I know why Hollywood's in trouble. This is what you're gonna push. Okay.
Oh, bro, Hollywood hasn't done a decent because we're in the awards season. They haven't done a legit award season that movie in a long time.
Yeah, exactly. It's pretty
well,
bad.
like from the looks of it, it looks like it's yet another one. Okay. Then after this, what was the name of that stupid movie?
I don't give a fuck. I really don't. I put it out of my memory.
It's called A Gunk Too Far.
It is a gunk too far. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Lop it off.
Which movie again?
Lop it off.
With Eddie Redmayne?
All this proves is that Mo hates us.
I do. I hate you.
I guess so. Jesus. I heard it once. It was more than enough.
I'm looking for it right this second.
Hey,
Here.
Mo, just so you know, I'm sitting on a cigar right now, so please hurry it up.
It's called Amelia Perez, and it's with it's a musical thriller with Selena Gomez and Zoe Saldana.
So you know it's terrible.
Yeah. Okay.
Selena Gomez in it. It's got to be
Move on to the clips. I promise. Then we're done. So yeah. So of course that goes into the conversation.
I don't think so. But I do. I love trans stuff. I love seeing guys.
Oh, what a shocker!
Guys who have become women who like.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how it ended up on my Instagram, but
Oh, really? It's called algorithm, bro.
Out of Thailand. Thailand seems to have a lot of this.
How did that happen?
I don't know. My wife's like, why do I only see like trans on your trans, but
why is she looking over?
You know, my feed, I'll take a look at it.
If you click on it, you'll get more.
He doesn't understand this. He doesn't understand that if he clicks on it.
Well, if you search for it, yes, you'll see more of it.
Yeah,
it doesn't seem.
It's kind of like if you look at Dennis's ads, you'll see torque wrenches, you'll see tires. You look at me, you'll see action figures, you'll see telescopes and nerdy stuff. You look at Howard's, and it's butt plugs and gag balls.
Yeah, it's a little different.
Yes, all of that. All right, so let's finish off this delectable shit show. And again, end of show, just lingering, this lingering show that he's been doing. What happened?
So let me give the full gravitas of how this show literally did not want to die. At 9:56, he said we have 5 minutes left.
Right.
In the back of my head, I have fireworks going off, going yes. So then 10:01 comes. And we're still going, and we start a game. And then it's 10:07, and we're still doing shit game.
Stupidest game, too. What was it?
And then we just keep going 10:13. We're still kind of
working. Why do you guys think that is? It's usually let's get the F out.
It was almost deliberate to stretch. It was deliberately a stretch.
Oh, it clearly wasn't an accident.
Oh, it was deliberately a stretch, and I can't figure out if he's short on hours and he needs to make
Has
some
to be.
back.
It reminds me of that movie, A Night Shift with Shelley Long and Henry Winkler, where he tells a story about the hooker looking at the watch, while pretending to enjoy it. That's where we're at with the Howard Stern
That's
show.
literally what we're watching right now.
That's the first time I saw Michael Keaton.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was a good movie.
It was a great movie. Haven't seen it.
I think I have end of show, but I don't know that it is.
Maybe he'll come to his senses and say, "What was I thinking?"
Yes, it's
I can't do that. How can I do that? All right. That'll be on Tuesday, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Oh my God! Right. So he went back into The Mentalist and
Yes.
back into talking about Rhoda and things that nobody this century
Holy crap.
know
Gives a
about.
shit about. So the thing is, the game was on Bigfoot. I mean, he literally.
Did he get to any of the 9?
No.
No.
He got victory lap. Now the greatest part was the victory laps. He had victory laps for the Bigfoot 9. He had a victory lap for it. He had a victory lap for the holiday party. That hasn't happened yet. There was a victory lap.
Hey guys, just so you know, it's 2 hours and it's starting to seep out. So let's continue.
You're in a hospital. They can clean it up. It's not like you're home.
Dennis had lots to say because he was late to the party. That's all.
Sorry.
That's what we got. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
yes.
And
All
I
right.
listened to the whole
It's
show.
okay. I'm not complaining. I'm just filling you in on the joy that is my life.
Do we think that the Christmas party is this week?
I guess we thought it was tomorrow because I don't know. It's next
We
week.
don't know.
We don't know. I love how this show.
I wish
is
I was
so
in the studio this week. I would actually seek it out. I would.
I mean, they're so
steal
secretive.
Judy, and I would go hunting. For the party that's near
So
his house.
the thing is, the only way to know is Ronnie because
Yeah, I
Ronnie's
was gonna say
flying in.
Ronnie comes into the studio, right?
Ronnie's flying in.
You know what, guys? Since we're at 2 hours, I am mandated to say, let's go to the computer.
Don't you fucking dare! I'll come pull that plug.
No, we don't do that no more. Yeah, I know. These shows are getting too long. It's like I'm not liking.
No.
I don't like the fact that
Well, last night it was long because you replaced your deer hitting car with a new deer hitting car.
Yes,
And we
absolutely.
went into a whole. And we're late because that. What?
I was late.
Hey, wait. Hey, Mo, your whip's so cold. Don't even try. It's okay. Let's move on.
Great. That's great.
He said this to me earlier, and then he told me what my response was supposed to be.
This
and
old thing.
It's what?
This old thing.
This old thing.
I'm gonna write-
Dang.
But just listen to that song. It's a good song.
I don't speak like that. I don't know that.
You don't speak jive.
Well, I thought you were a quarter of the brothers, bro. What happened?
I speak jive.
I speak jive.
I speak jive.
All right. I'm done with you. I'm done with this. This was a horrible show. Not because of you guys, but just because the show that is.
It was absolutely painful.
We're
Tomorrow's
trying.
more painful.
It was painful, but I want to thank Mr. Judy Tenuta
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
hanging out with us tonight. And what about Al is coming on tomorrow night because he wants to.
If he wants to.
It's a different, vibe to the show. And I love when the boys want to come in and they are welcome anytime.
Absolutely.
Dennis, you need to go to DJ's Classic Garage and feed him because, we need to get this fucker monetized already.
Absolutely.
I'm killing myself here when I freaking laying on these cars. And look at the arthritis.
Exactly, bro. Jesus Christ.
Arthritis.
I got the arthritis.
Hey, Dennis, do you use lava?
Actually, I do. It's nice underneath your nails.
Yeah, that stuff is great.
Oh, lava? Oh, that's
Lava.
that soap that kind of
that's a mechanic soap.
Yeah. Hey, I have an announcement, guys.
Yes?
It's too late.
It's too late.
Oh boy, I guess we gotta let him go. All right, so we will see you guys tomorrow. We'll see you Anon, and it's Wednesday, which is our Friday, and yeah, we're we're out of here. So goodbye. Thanks for hanging with us tonight. Please join us for any discussion at radiogunk.com in the forum section. Follow us on Instagram or Twitter at RadioGunk. And don't forget to like this and subscribe to us and hit that little bell so that you know when we're going to have a new show. Thanks.